this is my sailing bag. In my sailing bag I keep my clothes, all my safety equipment, my flashlight, my GPS that I use for navigating. My backup is a cell phone, so I always have a backup. Then I have my radio, VHF. Make sure that it's charged, it's pretty charged. Maybe I'll plug it in a little bit. This is my speaker here, and another really important piece of equipment that I keep actually on my body during the sailing. I keep it in my spot locator. So here are my provisions for 2 days at sea. I got 5 sandwiches, a couple of eggs. I got a lot of these for breakfast, Nature Valley. I got some almonds and walnuts pack. I got a little wine for at night before I go to bed. I got a little fruit pack, and I got these pretzels to fill in. I got 2 gallons of water. It's keeping it pretty simple, and should be more than plenty of food for 2 days and 2 nights. So these things are going to go in here, and then what's really great is that it can actually fit in my fridge overnight. And it fits perfectly right here in the fridge. So I just retired into the cabin after I spent about half hour sitting out there in the cockpit. It was really nice. It started getting a little breezy, but I'm in here now, so just chilling, sort of in a quarter berth and resting in my V berth. And I just enjoyed a Coors Light beer. And this is the coolest beer can for the boater, sailor, that you'll ever possibly get, because it has a lid that screws on and off. So if you drop it, it won't spill all over the place like a can or a bottle. So amazing bottle, but terrible, terrible, terrible tasting beer. So Germans need to catch on with the packaging. So that's my update. I think this is probably going to be my final update. I'm going to lay down and read a little bit and open up my hatch here so that I can get a little air. And I am in Key West, anchored, and I'm going to wait until maybe an hour before the sunrise to head towards Marquesas. So in order to make tea, I'm going to use my portable cooker for the first time. Which is this guy. I haven't used it before, so I'm curious to see. I mean, I lit it up before and the heat seemed to be pretty impressive, but I never really tried to boil the water, so this will be a good test to see how it works. So I will definitely let you know how that goes, and the tea should definitely give me a little refreshment and a little bit of wake up power. And then we'll be hitting 30-mile trip over to Marquesas. So one thing that I like right away, right off the bat, with this cooker is that my little pan, heating pan, really fits nicely and firmly on it. Doesn't look like it'll slide very easily. And it looks like the heat is really good, so I'm not looking at more than maybe 5 minutes to boil this water. So the heater worked really well. Heated the water up in less than 5 minutes, maybe 4 minutes. And like I said, this fits really firmly, so the waves don't really kick it over. So I'm enjoying my little 5:30 a.m. cup of tea, which I always do. That's typically my time that I get up at home. But with the moon and the ocean all around, it's really nice to still sit in the cabin, because there's a lot of dew out there on the cushions. Usually what I do when I get up, I wipe that with a towel. And I have my kit here ready to brush my teeth. There's a little toothbrush, travel type toothpaste, mouthwash, and then I have a deodorant. Probably won't shower, maybe later I'll jump in for a swim when it gets warmer. So it looks like the wind is there's gonna be some perfect sailing today. It's from the north, which is not a typical wind direction here. It's associated with the front that is coming in. Typically when the wind is from the north, it means that the front is just passing. Once it passes, it switches to the east. But it seems like this front is going to be a very easy front, so it's not going to be a strong northerly wind. Typically I don't really like to sail when there's northerly wind because it's typically very strong. But this wind is going to be about 15, so hopefully, and that's the reason that I launched on the Atlantic side. So I should get some protection from the waves shouldn't be picking up for a couple of miles, 2 or 3 of the shore, and they're estimating the wind to be up to 15. So if that turns out to be true, that should be really smooth and great sailing down to I don't want it up here for sailing. I don't want to fall in the water, and also I can have it handy in case I need it back there. Grande Key, or Boca Grande, whatever they call it. Boca Grande, Boca Grande. So this is the last little key, last island until I'm going to go through the Boca Grande channel. A little bit of the open ocean, a little bit. Wind is really, really good. Like I said earlier, 6 miles an hour. I can actually see Marquesas over there on the horizon barely. I can only see the tips of the mangroves, but it's a little bit higher island. The mangroves are taller, so it's easier to see from the distance, but I already see most of it. We're looking at 8.5 miles, about 5 miles on the channel. And this is the last check-in. We're across the Grand Channel. So it's right around 11:30. I'm making my way into the Marquesas. Actually, I'm here already. I'm just trying to get to the beach area over there, where I'm going to beach the boat, eat lunch, and relax a little bit, and then probably head back to Boca Grande so that I can start getting back tomorrow. It's Sunday already. It would be really nice to spend a couple of days here, but Monday to Friday schedule. But it was really nice crossing the channel there. Not very rough at all, maybe 1 to 3 foot waves. A little bit of a current. So it was kind of hard to keep the boat trim. I had to investigate which directions. But here we go. The sun finally came out and it's warmer, so I put my protection here. 30 miles, 30-mile sail is not that bad for a few hours. So just arrived to just beached on a really nice natural beach here. There's a couple of skiffs trained by even people that are, and other than that, it's gorgeous. Gorgeous area. very nice, good wind. That's the reason I departed, because I wanted to keep this northerly wind that will just shoot me back across, because when it starts turning more to east, then you have to start tacking and